It was the summer of 2008 when a story broke that would grip the nation, ignite fierce debates, and leave an enduring mystery unsolved. A young mother, Casey Anthony, stood accused of an unthinkable crime, the murder of her own 2-year-old daughter, Caylee Anthony. Lies, deception, and a shocking verdict turned this case into one of the most controversial trials in American history. Was Casey a grieving mother or a master manipulator who got away with murder? This case remains as shocking as it gets. On June 16, 2008, in Orlando, Florida, 2-year-old Caylee Anthony was last seen alive. However, it would take 31 days before authorities were even alerted to the fact that she was missing. It was Casey's mother, Cindy Anthony, who made a frantic 911 call on July 15th, saying, "It smells like there's been a dead body in the damn car." By the time authorities stepped in, Caylee was already gone without a trace. Meanwhile, Casey had been partying, clubbing, and living as if nothing had happened. This raised the first chilling question. How could a mother behave this way if her child was truly missing? From the start, Casey Anthony was a walking contradiction. When questioned about Caylee's whereabouts, she spun a web of lies. She claimed Caylee was with a babysitter named Zana the nanny, but no such person existed. She led police to Universal Studios, claiming she worked there, only to later admit she had lied. During the time her daughter was missing, she was seen drinking, entering hot body contests, and getting a tattoo that read Bella Vita, Italian for beautiful life. What mother, supposedly grieving for her missing daughter, behaves this way? This wasn't just a case of neglect. It looked like something far more sinister. On December 11, 2008, nearly 6 months after Caylee was last seen, a utility worker named Roy Cron stumbled upon a small, decomposed skeleton wrapped in a trash bag in a wooded area less than a mile from the Anthony family home. The remains were confirmed to be Caylee's. The cause of death was officially listed as homicide by undetermined means. A key piece of evidence found with her body was a piece of duct tape over her skull suggesting suffocation. The prosecution would later argue that this was proof of premeditated murder, but the defense had other ideas. On May 24, 2011, the trial of Casey Anthony began. Televised across the country, it captivated millions. The prosecution argued that Casey wanted to live a carefree party lifestyle and Caylee was simply in the way. They alleged that Casey used chloroform to sedate Caylee before suffocating her with duct tape and disposing of her body. Then came the bombshell defense. Casey's lawyer, Jose Baez, claimed that Caylee had drowned in the family pool, and Casey's father, George Anthony, helped cover it up. He also suggested that Casey had been sexually abused by her father, which led to her habit of lying. However, no evidence supported these claims. On July 5, 2011, after 10 hours of deliberation, the jury reached a verdict. The decision: not guilty of first-degree murder, not guilty of manslaughter, not guilty of child abuse. The only convictions were for 4 misdemeanor counts of providing false information to law enforcement. Casey walked free. The public was outraged. How could someone who told so many lies, who showed no remorse, and who partied while her daughter was missing walk away unpunished? Many blamed the prosecution for failing to present solid forensic evidence. Others pointed to the jury, who felt there wasn't enough proof beyond a reasonable doubt. This verdict became one of the most controversial in American history. Since the trial, Casey Anthony has remained a polarizing figure. She has tried to keep a low profile, but occasional interviews and reports have surfaced over the years. In 2017, she claimed she still doesn't know what happened to Caylee. She lives a relatively private life in Florida. George and Cindy Anthony, Casey's parents, have given multiple interviews expressing their grief and frustration. To this day, many still wonder, did Casey really get away with murder? Or was this an unfortunate accident turned into a legal nightmare? The Casey Anthony case remains one of the most debated criminal cases in modern history. Was it a miscarriage of justice, or was it a system working as it should, ensuring no one is convicted without definitive proof? Whatever the truth may be, one fact remains. A beautiful little girl named Caylee Anthony lost her life, and the world may never know exactly why. What do you think? Did Casey Anthony fool the world, or was she simply a victim of a flawed legal system? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive into the most shocking crimes in history. Your support helps us continue to bring you compelling, true crime content. Stay curious, stay questioning, and we'll see you next time.